Sí. Buenas tardes a todos. Empezamos rueda de prensa con el jugador de FC Barcelona, Raphinha. Marc Brau, por favor, aquí Barça One.
Hola Rafa, Marc Brau de Barça One. Hace 2 años la Supercopa sirvió como punto de inflexión para
2 years ago, the Supercopa was a turning point in the season.
También asumiendo parte de lo que pasó cerrando el año. ¿Cómo crees que puede influir?
How do you think that this Supercopa could affect the team going forward as a new start to 2025?
Bueno, creo que un título da confianza para.
I think the trophy gives you confidence.
Muchísimas veces.
As I've said many times,
Aquí tenemos que estar listos para
we have to be ready to fight for everything. When we had the opportunity at the start of the year,
Primero título y esto.
we got this opportunity to win a first trophy, so it would be pretty important for us and will give us a lot of confidence for the season.
Hola Raphinha, aquí Marta Ramón de RACU. Estos días estáis, supongo que preocupados.
I suppose you've been worried about the situation for 2 important teammates, Dani Olmo and Víctor.
¿Cómo estáis
As captain, how are you experiencing this situation?
¿Qué impacto tienen en el vestuario? Y
What impact has it had on the dressing room and how are you dealing with it?
Bueno, es una situación.
It's a situation that's pretty complicated.
Nosotros jugadores nunca.
We players never want to go through these kinds of moments. They're difficult for us. We don't know if we'll be able to have them or not with us. It's difficult for them because they don't know if they can play or not. It's a situation that's pretty difficult and pretty delicate. So we're trying to make sure that it doesn't become so difficult for them, and we hope that those in charge of it can resolve this as quickly as possible so that they can play with us again.
Hola, Raphinha. Laura Brugués, de TV3. Ets novetat en la convocatòria.
You're back in the Supercopa for the semi-finals. How do you feel?
De esta temporada porque hubo un poco de bajón en los.
You've had a bit of a dip in the last few weeks. What are you expecting?
Empezamos ya el año.
We're starting the season. We took a pretty important victory. It's important to get back to winning ways.
Estoy mucho mejor.
I'm feeling a lot better personally. I had a few niggles a few months ago, but what player doesn't have them? It was a moment in which we decided that I should rest and improve the knock that I had, but now I feel good. I hope to be able to help the team in the next game.
Alfredo Martínez de Onda Cero. El Athletic Bilbao viene con muy buenos resultados.
Athletic have very good results. They've gone several months without defeat. You've dipped maybe a bit in the last few games in terms of results, but the play, is that something you want to carry on? And do you think that Barca are always favourites in any competition? I normally say that football is unfair a lot of the time. We had a good game against Atletico Madrid. We lost that one. That's football, though. Sometimes you play much better than the opposition and lose. Sometimes you play much worse than them and win. We want to be focused in the game 100%.
La menor cantidad de
make as few mistakes as possible to emerge victorious.
Elena Condis de la cadena Cope, acabas de decir que esperas que los.
You just said that you hope that those at the club who are responsible.
Los responsables.
Sí, los responsables, vale, no has dicho el club, perdón, los responsables.
You said the people responsible.
Lo antes
I said
posible.
the people responsible. You said the people were responsible for the situation with Víctor and Dani Olmo. You're waiting for them. Do you think that the legal situation will be resolved? Do you think that the president said anything to you that's inspiring? I suppose the main people who are affected are Dani Olmo and Víctor. We have to trust that this is going to be resolved quickly. We've had some very positive messages.
Muchas veces sabemos lo mismo que vos.
We know the same as you a lot of the time.
Intentamos estar tranquilos para poder.
We try to be calm to be able to do our work during the training sessions. We hope that those who are involved in this can resolve it and bring us good news quickly.
Hola, Rafa, ¿qué tal? Raúl Fuentes en directo para Radio Marca. Empezasteis muy bien la temporada.
You started the season very well, and you were leaders with a lot of victories. Then you had a little dip in results, but I think in terms of playing against Atletico Madrid and against Barbastro, it seems as if you were back to the level of the start of the season.
De ese bajón o un mes. ¿Cuál es el análisis que
What's the analysis that you make of that form a month ago
ese bajón de
about why it happened?
Bueno, es complicado.
It's difficult
¿Por qué?
to give a reason.
Tú no estarás a 100%.
In football, you're not 100% throughout the season. There's going to be moments in which there are dips.
El nivel al final del año.
We've picked up our level again
Hacer buenos partidos.
with some good games after struggling towards the end of the year.
La cantidad de partidos, la máxima cantidad de partidos que nos resta.
We want to win as many games as possible of the remaining fixtures.
Aquí. Carlos Monfort en directo para el Twitch de Gigantes. Hace unos días,
A few days ago,
en Barbastro,
he spoke with Araujo. It wasn't clear whether he was going to renew or not. What's the experience like as a captain?
¿Qué le recomiendas?
What would you recommend Araujo do in terms of
Araujo.
renewal?
Es una situación que te puede contestar él.
I'm not in a situation he could answer you that.
Pero es una situación
It's
personal.
a personal situation. I've got nothing to say about his renewal or not. Only he and the club can say something about that.
Hola Rafa, buenas tardes, Roger Torre de Mundo Deportivo. Como capitán sí que entiendo.
As captain, I understand that
con el entrenador y
you're the intermediary between the president and the coach because of the Dani Olmo and Víctor situation.
No sé si te vieras tú en esa situación.
If you were in this situation,
que fueras tú uno de los afectados, ¿qué decisión tomarías?
what decision would you take?
Gracias.
La verdad es una situación complicada.
It's a difficult situation.
Solo quien está en esta situación.
Only the person who's in that situation can say what they're feeling,
puede decidir.
and what they can decide for the future.
Bueno, es una situación que
It's a situation that in which they have to wait,
lo que va a pasar.
See what happens.
El club nos pasa que están bastante.
Club are transmitted that they're pretty positive about things resolving as early as possible.
La verdad que esta situación es una situación.
But this situation is a difficult one, especially for Dani and for Pau.
Es bastante difícil lidiar con
It's really difficult.
ممكن الحين أسأل عادي بالعربي؟
¿Puedo preguntar ahora en árabe?
أهلا وسهلا حياكم الله. في آخر مواجهة بين الفريقين
En el último partido que habéis
In the last game
uno al otro,
in which you played Athletic Club,
نبغى نسأل يعني كيفية التعامل الحين مع ويلنس خصوصا مع قوة سرعته بالإضافة إلى
¿cómo vais a tratar la condición con
how
muy rápido? ¿Qué vais a hacer con él?
are you going to deal with one of the fast players? Williams. What's the question?
Vale. Bueno, sabemos las calidades que
We know the quality that they have at Athletic.
Sabemos lo potencial que
We know the potential that the players Nico and Iñaki have.
nada, esperamos hacer nuestro mejor.
We hope to have our best game, both defensively and attacking-wise, in order to be able to score and take the victory.
Hi, Raphinha. Theo from England. Just over there.
Hola, Raphinha. Esto es Theo de Inglaterra.
This is the fifth Spanish Supercup.
This is the fifth Spanish Supercopa, Saudi Arabia. What's it like? And how important it is to be here?
Aquí en Arabia, eso es la quinta vez. Digo, de ambiente.
What's it like in terms of the atmosphere? And it seems like it's something good for the competition.
Sí, creo que, bueno, la verdad tenemos bastantes aficionados.
We've got a lot of fans here in Saudi Arabia.
Poder, bueno, jugar delante
and being able to play in front of them.
Poder vivir este momento
and be able to enjoy this special moment, which is the Supercopa, in front of the fans who could maybe can't watch games in Spain. It's pretty special.
Yo particularmente es la tercera temporada.
It's my third time here, and being able to feel the love of the Arabian fans is spectacular.
The people here in Saudi Arabia, it's just something amazing.
Adelante.
سؤالي للاعب رافينها.
Mi pregunta para Raphinha.
الجماهير في الوطن العربي.
Los fanáticos
fans here in
si estamos hablando
Saudi Arabia, Barça fans.
Árabe, es muy grande.
It's a very big fan base here. You're here today.
De todos los jugadores del Barcelona.
For all of the Barca players, what do you want to say to all of the Barca fans?
Gustaría de agradecer
I'd like to thank them for their affection. We know how difficult it is to go to Barcelona to watch a game of ours. So to come here and play a semi-final and a final in the Supercopa in front of the fans.
Bueno, bastante emocionante y
it's very exciting. So we thank them for their affection. We'll do what we can to get the win for them.
السلام عليكم عايض الشهري من قناة 24
عايض الشهري de Canal 24. Bienvenidos aquí a Arabia Saudí.
Welcome to Saudi Arabia.
Y mi pregunta,
my question,
señor, ¿cuál es vuestro, si estáis, qué significa para vosotros este campeonato?
What's it mean to you to be in the Supercopa? Does it affect,
digamos, lo que vais a hacer en la Liga?
What you're going to do in La Liga and in the other competitions?
La Supercopa, en mi opinión, es
Supercopa, in my opinion,
una copa super importante.
It's a really important competition.
Se juegan los dos.
In the end, you play the two best sides in the Copa del Rey and the league play. So being able to fight for the trophy from the previous year is spectacular. So I hope to be able to do my best, not just me, but everybody, and be really focused. I don't think it affects what happens in La Liga or in the other competition that we have ahead of us. Winning a competition at the start of the year only motivates us more. Welcome to Jeddah. As a player, do you think the situation with Dani Olmo and Pau Víctor could affect the club?
Bueno, creo que sí. No te puedo decir que no.
I can't say it won't because I'd be lying if I was, but I'm not the kind of person who
me gusta mentir,
who likes to lie
o contar historias,
or tell stories, but
si yo estuviera en otro club,
if I was at another club and experiencing the situation that Pau and Dani are in, maybe I'd think about whether it would be the best idea to be here. But when I came here before signing, I knew the situation at the club. We knew that there was a chance that you could play for this club, and so I waited until the last minute. I don't regret it.
Gracias, buenas tardes.